Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you the trade I was able to take using the ICT New York Killzone. So I'm going to be going through the whole overall price action and how I was able to arrive at that trading decision and how I was able to catch over 500 pips using this particular strategy. And it's something that if you pay attention to the end of today's video, you can be able to replicate the same thing going forward in your chat, in your own trading process and in your own trading analysis and in your own trading results. So mind you, this is not financial advice. This is something you need to practice on your demo account until you get consistent and comfortable with it. Then the decision is left to you whether you should take it to a live account or not. But if what I'm about to share here is going to interest you, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, because I know it's definitely going to be of value to you. So make sure you do that right now, and let's get right into the deal for today. So without further ado, if you look up in the chart, you can see the markups I have right here, but I'm going to start with the color shaded areas I have right there. So if you look at the shaded areas on the chart, you can see the different colors and markups I have right there. These are no other than just kill zones in the marketplace or zones in the marketplace. So this is the time elements of trading that one must actually pay attention, especially if you're a day trader. You want to be able to pay attention to these zones because they're going to have major influence in price and how your objectives in price as a smart money trader, whether it will end up getting filled or not, or whether you're referred to target mentality if you're following my approach in trading, whether it's going to actually pan out. So it's also going to present you opportunities in terms of the fair value gap, the liquidity pool, the order blocks, and the liquidity void. So all these are outlined in all these particular kill zones. You understand? You are going to see them at each of these one kill zones, but it depends on the kill zones that you are comfortable in trading. The time depends also on the currency pairs you are trading and looking at, and that is what's going to determine the kill zones you should actually focus on. So without further ado, if you look right here, this particular blue shaded area is actually the New York midnight open. You understand? That's just the beginning of the true day right here from this particular area. So if I bring this crosshair from this particular area, this is 7 o'clock chart time. I'm using the FXTM trading platform. So from this particular area right here, this is the New York midnight open. So this is where the true day started for IPDA. So right here, so moving into this brown shaded area, this is now the London session, exactly 9 o'clock chart time, and that will be exactly 2 o'clock New York time, and also 7 o'clock London time. So this is when the London session actually starts, and you can see the bulk of the move right here on the London session. You can see the flow to the upside and the flow to the downside. So moving forward, we see ourselves enter into this dark shaded area. So this is London launch time. This is when the London bag actually go for launch. So you can see that the price action within this range is actually kind of chubby without being in one particular solid direction. But when you come into the New York Q zone right here, you can see how price traded straight in one direction. You can see the flow of the move. And why is this so? Is because of the pair we are trading looking at here is the pounds USD. So the USD is actually a USA pair. You understand? It's the USA currency rather, and so the New York Q zone is going to really influence this particular pair we're trading in. So this is where you must understand the time elements in the particular pair you are trading, and that's how to focus your energy on that particular pair and that particular Q zones, especially if you're a day trader or a short-term trader, or even if you are a position or swing trader, you still want to understand and master these Q zones. So without wasting further of our time and going back and forth, I just want to explain my thought process while looking at this particular thing, and I was able to again engage price throughout this price action. So I wasn't so on alert when I was looking at the London session, because I was really not understanding the price actions as I was looking at them. And in terms of the recent video I just uploaded on this channel, I was actually I actually taught us a very simple strategy and approach, which is you want to wait for an impulsive price move. So that was what I was actually waiting for on the 4 hours, and that was this impulsive price move to the upside right here. And why the impulsive price move was happening, if I zoom that in, I was paying attention to this swing high and this swing low. So this impulsive price move to the upside, I was watching at this order block to see if it will respect this order block. So here becomes our area of what, of reference. So this was what I was actually looking for and paying attention to on the 4 hours. So after that, I dropped down. So that whole expansion in price actually happened in the London session. You understand? So you can see from this particular candle all the way into this particular candle right here. This was all the London session move, and that was the whole expansion we had from this trading region right here, which should be the Asian session, all the way up into this London session expansion right here. So that was that impulsive price move I talked about that we need to focus on. And right here, while looking at still in the London session, I saw a break of structure right here after price has tapped into that particular order block all the way from the 4 hours. So if you look clearly, if I zoom out, you can see what I'm talking about. Even on the 1 hour, you can see how price came for this particular order block right here, even on the 1 hour. So, and but on the 4 hours, you can see how it came for almost the mean threshold of this particular order block. So we have a break of structure right here. I took a little portion of trade on the London session, just a little one. So, but it wasn't what I was actually anticipating. So I just took a trade at the break of structure on this particular candle right here. So I saw trades, and I saw my trade pan out to this level. So I cut out the trade when I see price started retracing against me. So I cut out the trade because I knew that we're going into where we are about ending the London session. The bulk of the move has already happened to the buy side, which completed the impulsive price move, and we saw a reversal against that impulsive price move, almost to the 50% level of this whole impulsive price move. So that started changing my bias, and we've already had a break of structure from the 1 hour. So I started observing price into this London launch time. That's why it's shaded dark, because this zone there won't be a lot of action, because we're actually prepping ourselves in the marketplace to anticipate the New York move, to see what the New York banks are the Wall Street guys are going to do, the institutional banks in the US are going to do with price. So that's what we're actually trying to observe with this particular kill zone right here, which is the London launch time. So I was waiting to see what price was going to do, and I started noticing that right here we had a fair value gap. So I outlined this high out in price. I named here the fair value gap. I also looked to the upside. I saw an order block, so I outlined that also right to this area. So moving into the London launch, I saw price started consolidating, and when price came here, I was expecting this run to take out this fair value gap just even a little, and that would have been my entry for me at entering into this particular kill zone. But that didn't happen. Instead, price just went a little above this particular green candle right here and started coming down. You get it now? So I knew that this fair value gap was very active, was not yet tapped in. So but what I saw formed there was a liquidity pool. These are double highs right here, and you know double highs are areas of liquidity that price will want to drive forward. Mind you, this area is already our area of reference, all the way from the simple strategy I taught us using in the previous video right here on this channel. So you can go check that video out and learn that simple strategy that will make you never walk again. So right here I started seeing a whole lot of confidence in terms of liquidity and inefficiency in price that price needs to come back to, and we are just entering the kill zone of the New York session. So we're just entering the ICT New York kill zone. So I knew that a lot of move is still yet to happen in the kill zone, and mind you, we've not yet gotten to the main time that we're going to see some real reactions, and that time is what I'm going to be talking about right now, and that is actually the New York 8:30 a.m. Hallelujah. That's very good. I want to say hallelujah. I'm a church person, so I'm so excited about church, so don't mind me. So I wanted to see price as it actually trades into that 8:30 time. So once it was 8:15 right here, this was 8 o'clock rather. Once it was 8 o'clock, I saw our price ran this particular area, this liquidity pool and this fair value gap, and was grow and went straight into this order block. I knew there was an entry. All I was waiting for was a rejection in price, and I saw the rejection on 8:15 right here, New York time, breaking a structure. This was breaking a structure right here, and on this particular candle 8:30 New York time, I did not wait. All I did was take my sell on this particular candle right here, and I held this trade all the way down to this level. I was actually anticipating this level, but as I saw price started retracing against me, I cut out my trade around this area. I now knew that okay, we're going to see price go all the way up and still come down later on. So I took some trades around this area, but I didn't hold on for too long, so I just cut it out because it was already outside the kill zone. So you don't want to be doing anything beyond what your kill zone permits. You want to be trading only what is within your kill zone. So I believe you understand the whole thought process. Once it gets to the launch time for London launch, you want to take pause on your trading and try to understand what the market is actually doing, because a lot of times a lot of traders end up blowing their accounts within this particular kill zone, especially day traders, because they want to get in sync. Why not just wait for the New York kill zone? It's going to present you opportunities, and you can see how the New York the London launch actually created a liquidity pool. So a lot of traders would have wanted to start shorting the market from this area, but look at, they got knocked out. If only they have waited for this particular New York kill zone. So you want to wait for the kill zones, and you want to understand these kill zones so that you can be able to trade them efficiently. You don't want to be trading in London launch. You don't want to be trading in New York midnight. You don't want to be trading after the um, New York kill zone. You get, except you understand the market action around this area. I don't recommend you trading outside this new ICT New York kill zone. You want to trade within these kill zones, especially if you are trading the pounds USD pair, or you are trading any USD pair that doesn't have correlations with some Asian pairs, like the Aussie. You don't want to be trading the, the London sessions on the Aussie. You understand? Say you want to be trading the New York session and the Asian session on the Aussie. You want to be trading the Asian session and the New York session on the USD JPY. Then for the Euro USD, the GBP USD, the USD Swiss franc, all these ones you want to focus on the London session and the New York session. These are where you're going to see the bulk of the move happen, and you're going to be able to capitalize a lot, especially if you're a day trader or a short-term trader. So I hope you're able to find value in today's video. I hope you're able to take one or two things and be able to learn a great insight into price action and the alignment of time and price theories and the implementation in terms of kill zones. And I hope this will profit you on the long run in your trading. So if you find value in today's video, you can hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share this video with a friend, and see you in another video.